Let's understand about asset leasing.
Hey, Shailesh. You seem deep in thought. What's on your mind?
It's nothing, Yar. Just been thinking of going on with my startup, like I have figured out the whole plan. I have the team, but I'm still hesitant about buying the machines I'll need.
About them? What's the confusion?
Well, Vedanti, these machines cost a fortune to me. Let's say I buy them, but the business does not do well. I will have a huge liability on me not knowing what to do with it.
Hey, Shailesh. I just happen to know what you should do exactly. Just dive into the fascinating world of asset leasing. Ever heard of it?
Asset what now?
Asset leasing. It's like renting, but for businesses and their big toys, machinery, real estate, you name it.
Interesting. So, it's like companies borrowing without the baggage of ownership.
Exactly. Say you go on with your startup and need some high-tech equipment. Instead of shelling out a fortune to buy it, you lease it. Use it, pay for it, and return it when you're done.
Ah, like leasing a car but for businesses. What's the catch?
Well, there's always a trade-off. You don't own the asset, but you also don't have to worry about maintenance or the thing becoming outdated.
Smart move. How does it compare to traditional investments?
It's a different ball game. In traditional investments, you're buying a piece of a company, stocks, bonds, you name it. With leasing, you're more like a temporary caretaker.
Got it, but comparatively, what makes asset leasing stand out?
Predictable cash flow is a big one. Businesses love the stability of fixed lease payments. Plus, there are tax benefits. It's like having your financial cake and eating it too.
Taxes and stability. This is what I'll need the most. But what about risks?
Lessors, the ones who own the assets, take on the risk of depreciation. If the asset's value drops, it's their headache, not the lessee's.
These all things are great, but what about the flip side?
Traditional investments can be wild, driven by market whims. Leasing is more like a steady boat in a sometimes turbulent sea.
Okay, types of asset leasing.
Think of it like leasing options at a car rental. Short flings with operating leases, long-term relationships with financial leases, or even selling and leasing back, like renting your own stuff.
Sounds like a financial buffet. Anything else?
Cross-border leases add a spicy twist, leasing assets from one country to a business in another. It's like a financial international romance.
Wow, didn't know leasing could be this diverse. Any regulatory stuff?
In India, it's under the watchful eye of the Reserve Bank and follows the Companies Act. Keeps everything transparent and secure.
So, is asset leasing the next big thing?
It's certainly gaining traction. Depends on what you're after, stability and tax perks or the excitement of traditional investments.
You've got me thinking, where should I start?
Dive in. Do your homework, understand your goals, and maybe dip your toes in both ponds. Asset leasing can be a game changer, but like any investment, it's about finding the right fit for you. For starters, I happen to know of a platform which does this. It's Penaite.
Thanks, Vedanti. Let the startup adventure begin with this asset leasing.